Have you ever wanted more pleasure in your life? Oof, you're still in the right space. It is July and we are halfway through the year, more than halfway, oh my gosh. And we've been doing this series all year long, talking about ways to incorporate pleasure into your everyday life for yourself and also in a partnered relationship if you're interested. I'm Rachel. I'm an intimacy coach for 10 years and I love what I do. And this month we've been focusing on actual content. So not about product, but content in terms of how to incorporate these things. And what I've really been trying to focus on is important stuff that over 10 years of being an intimacy coach that I have heard so frequently from my feminine clients. So this is incredibly helpful information to validate your experience if you are more on the feminine side, but it also is just like a little eye-opening experience potentially if you are a masculine partner who's in a heterosexual relationship. Like, my content is made for both, okay? It's like a little instruction manual if you're over here, and it's a little validation session for you over here, okay? So today's conversation is about the importance of incorporating all levels of intimacy. I've said in many, many videos that it is all-encompassing, but if you break down intimacy, you want to focus on the fact that it is emotional, physical, mental, and physical. We obviously are very, very conditioned to only think about the physical or majority of the physical, but we're really missing the full experience. It's like being a marathon runner, but only buying good shoes, but never training for it or eating correctly or getting enough rest. You're missing the full picture. So when we don't incorporate these other portions of intimacy, not only are we left feeling unfulfilled, but we kind of make up all these stories in our head about what sex and intimacy are or should be or what we thought they were when they're really not what we really want, if that makes sense. So this is an important conversation when we focus on the aspect of the physicality, okay? I believe that a lot of men are conditioned via their environment and programming that physical looks are most important. And while that's it's a nice thing to admire, it's not an important aspect in terms of how we can feel about each other and deepening connections, because all physicality will wane. As we all grow older, we will change. Our bodies will change with our seasons of lives. And so also, by the way, the internal muscle will change the least amount compared to the outside. So when we understand it's important to start from the beginning of checking all the boxes, we will not even care as much about the physical. And when we don't care as much about the physical, by the way, that gives the feminine permission to explore the rest of those, which especially is about libido, desire, and connection. So I hope this was simple information. Okay, it is just like a little drop in the bucket about how I could talk about this particular subject, but just plant that seed for self. And remembering, when we can detach from these physical things, all of these other things will heighten our experience to levels that you may never even dreamed of. Okay, so we'll get to that. We'll talk about that, okay? But make sure that you're following along for more information. I hope that this was helpful for you. And I'll be back with more, per the usual. And I just appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day. I love you. Bye-bye.